I would like you to see what's happening here. And again, this plane came out of nowhere and it zipped across the fucking sky at an unbelievable speed, man. So if someone is not looking at the sky, they're gonna miss it. And why I'm telling you this, just look at this. Look at this, man. This was literally, guys, I kid you not, maybe it's not even been around 8 minutes or 10 minutes it passed, man, where I actually shot the video. And just look at how this is expanding, huh? Look at that. Can you see that? Can you see that? It's all connected to that. And what's amazing is I actually have the video which I shot before this. Yeah. When I looked at the sky and there were two clouds and I saw a cloud where I could see the trail, which was very thin at that time, leading into that cloud, but no other side of it. Yeah. So I'm like, yes, I caught it on time and the plane is gonna come out of the other side. And as I was watching, I saw something which was fucking unbelievable. But I have to trust my eyes over here. I have to trust my eyes. And hence now, let's go back to that video so you can see the prequel of this event. Here we go again. What the fuck is wrong with these motherfuckers? So this plane is in the clouds now, but when it was right about there, this thing was going fast. Guys, I'm not kidding. This thing was flying. It does not make any sound like any normal plane. It's not very high. It's just above the clouds. But when it passed through this gap, you see here, and I saw it, and the tail of the plane that was releasing this shit, yeah, it was red. It's coming out of there now. That thing is going so fucking fast, guys. Like, it's going like a jet. Anyways, getting back to the point. When it was right here, I looked at the tail where this stuff was coming out of, and it whizzed through this gap, and it was red. I kid you not, like I can clearly see like this flame. There's a flame, man. Look how fast that's going, man. I decided to pull out the camera and it had just passed this gap. And as I saw it go from here, the back of the plane was red. I had to even be sure. Am I seeing that? But I'm sure I was seeing that, man. Oh la, man. That thing must have not taken a few seconds to go across this whole sky here. What the hell, man? Look at that. Now you see that? Now just look how it's expanding already, man. Look at that. Guys, this is so serious, man. Can you see how this line has expanded? You see this line? How it's expanded, man. Look at that, huh? It was look at this now, what it's done within. This is now, it's been 20 minutes or so into my recording. You can't even fucking see the trail anymore. And what's crazy is, when I started documenting this, they were like really normal clouds out here, man. They were like just regular clouds. Look at these. I call these kind of clouds the Wi-Fi cloud. Here, I would like to mention some key points that have to be taken into notice in regards to this event. The first thing is that we do know passenger and cargo flights that are flying really high release a kind of a vapor, all right? But those planes are really high, right? And then this seemed much lower than those. It actually, maybe those are at 30,000-40,000 feet altitude. I don't know. This could be a little lower. That's one thing. But there's no noise when these geoengineering flights go across the sky. There is no noise. These planes don't make a noise like even a fighter jet. They don't make a noise like regular aeroplanes. There is no sound. There's literally no sound. Yeah. The flights that fly very, very high, you have to also note that when they do leave this trail, but I think it's because the plane's engine is hot, it's releasing some fumes, right? And the upper atmosphere is cold. So there's this kind of vapor trail that it leaves behind. But those are different planes. They fly very high and we have seen them. And if you have ever noticed, when they leave a trail, the trail almost disappears immediately. It's evening now. Yep, I had to take a break. I'm still here on the 17th of Feb, right here, recording this video 8 hours later from the time I actually started recording, as per what you saw earlier already. And I needed to take a break while I mentioned the key points that I wanted to finish off with. And I already told you some of them right now. And I would like to continue with saying, like, the speed which this fucking thing went, it was like a rocket, man. It doesn't make noise, but the way it whizzed across the sky, it was fucking something I cannot still believe. So I had these videos, so I could see the times that these videos were shot in the morning, and it was literally all this happening between the span of 20 minutes. Now the speed is one thing to note, but these planes, they follow a trajectory. They do this arc. They do this arc across the sky, kind of following the line of the clouds, literally maybe just a few miles over the clouds. They're not very high, they're not very low, but they're pretty at a good decent height. Yeah, but also something that I've not noticed before, and I did notice today, and especially with what was fucking sprayed today, this was fucking exponential. This was some fucking hardcore shit, man. Because the way it expanded, how quick it expanded, and as you can see, it has totally fucking, everything's black now. We had some rains earlier. Yeah, it got very cloudy, humid, and then it rained, but it's like this drizzles. Yeah, you see, it's like this process they're doing, it's like a prescription drug given to a person. So it's something they keep doing. Yeah, a few days back also I noted one. I was late to catch that one, but I saw, oh, there was one that had flown by over here some hours ago. But still, what leaves me in utter awe is the fact that when it went between those two clouds, and I saw the plane closest to my vision, because it was right above my head. That's when I felt it's closest, right? Then when it's far away going that side or that side. And that red tail still leaves me in just utter awe. And not only the tail, but the way the object looked. I got a glimpse at it, and it looked like a fucking rocket almost, or it didn't look like a plane, because again, this kind of like this red kind of huge flame at the back that I could see. That was fucking insane, man. Yeah, so this whole event took place in 20 minutes. The entire expansion process and the way the line just expanded itself and interfered with the rest of the landscape, and then as you see, it changed the whole day. It seemed like it was going to be a sunny day in the morning, until I just spotted this thing, and since it sprayed, I showed you the effects immediately after. And as you see, it's a very, very gloomy day. Yeah, it's quite a gloomy day. Evening, it's like quite a gloomy evening. And this is crazy because of, well, why is this happening? And it's funny because I wake up in the morning and I was feeling a bit obscure, you know, and I just happened to want to go for a walk, you know, just to feel nice, and I get to see this. And what are the odds and what are the chances? Because if you miss this and it's gone, it just happens in a 10-minute span, and if you catch it, you catch it. So the world is crazy. What's happening all around, it's crazy. There's maybe no explanation to a lot of things that are happening, and this kind of darkness we are going into. But yeah, I wish everyone well, man. It's getting crazy. Crazy. Good morning, and here I am 24 hours later, still documenting this video that I shared with you guys. That dosage was strong. Yeah, hence this is going to be my closing video just to wrap up everything. Yep, the dosage was fucking strong. I've never witnessed something like that. The whole event. And, well, at the rate all this is being administered all over the world, it's crazy. It's fucking crazy. Yep. Yeah, and just to make a very important note again, where I mentioned the red tail I saw behind this flame, yeah, this glow that followed the aircraft. Maybe I'm wrong, because it was a very few seconds where I got to see this in between the clouds. And maybe there's some reflection from the sun, but I'm still like, I know what I saw. Yeah, maybe because of the light there's some, but the fact that it is releasing so much of these gases, but what's the red thing? I still do not know, guys. Yeah, maybe I didn't see clearly. It could be a possibility. Yeah, it could be a possibility, but the fact that it also didn't look like a plane, I got a small glimpse of it, and hence I'm going to keep looking out for these anomalies, and I'm going to keep recording and continuing this series that I'm doing on this geoengineering documentation. And I wish to also follow it up in the future with the various types of geoengineering they have. This the one where they use these flights. This is not the only form of geoengineering. There's many other machines that are being administered across different parts of the globe to have different effects and controls or control over the weather. Yes, so I'm going to discuss that in the future. I'm going to break it down and share it with you guys. Yes, I'll need a little more time for that. But yes, that event yesterday, that dose was red, mega dose, man. And, well, I'll see you again in the next, whatever the fuck it is called, videos. Bye, 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 bye.